Recording is started. 2, 1. Yo, Flexcast, we are back with another guest, man. And y'all know how it goes. We talk to movers, shakers, and tastemakers. And today we have a lady that fits that description at every angle. Please introduce yourself and tell our audience what you do.
Hi, my name is AD. I'm a videographer here in the Austin area, highlighting Black and Brown experiences.
Hey, everybody clap it up for AD, man. We appreciate you joining the stream today. I love virtual because if it's hard for people to get up to the station, we can still get the deal done. One of the questions I wanted to ask you, AD, because, we homies, we go back a little bit. I remember I used to see you walking around with a camera and, you were at events, but it didn't look like maybe you were working for the event. Maybe you were just, freelancing a little bit. Talk about that time and, what's that turned into, because it's very different now. Now when I see you at events, it's like, no, this is our media person. So you've elevated. Yeah, you've elevated. Talk about, going from there to here.
For sure. So it kind of started out as a labor of love, honestly. Going to events here. I'm not from the Austin area, so I was looking for what was Black to do out here, and I was just highlighting myself, what I would do on my little solo date kind of vibe. And I went to an Encore ATX event in Tiffany.
Hey, shout out Tiffany. She's been on the podcast. Shout out Tiffany.
Shout out Tiffany. She asked me. She had messaged me hey, do you do this for businesses? And I was like, I don't. Actually, I'm just doing it for myself. And she was like, well, do you think maybe you could? So she invited me to a rooftop party. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, honestly, because I'm just, like any content creator doing my own thing. But it took off from one rooftop party to another one. And the next thing you know, my DMs were blowing up for people to have me come highlight their stuff. And I was like, wow, this is something now.
Do you want to know why that is? I can tell you why that is, because we've done business with Tiffany too. Tiffany is a monster. Tiffany was the first person to come to us and say, I want your podcast to do a live event, and book the venue and say, hey, you can come do it. So wow. you already won tapping in with her. Mm-hmm. What else have you been shooting that you've been really proud about lately?
I would say, so I have a partnership with the Carver Museum.
Hey.
Yeah, so if you're local to Austin, you know how important the Carver is. And I ended up doing their Black History Month, and got a good rapport with them. And it just kind of turned into something. I really love it. I feel like it's an enriching experience to highlight us in a different light other than, when we're outside and things like that. And I'm really proud of that. I'm also partnering with a nonprofit organization to, we're getting ready to do a documentary about mothers, whether pregnant or maybe have lost the baby just due to what's going on with the healthcare system here in Texas.
And you're recently a mother, yes? You have a young one, yes?
I am, yes. I have a 1.5-year-old.
This is near and dear? This is near and dear to you?
Yeah, for sure. Well, what's kind of interesting is that before I was a mom, I was working with the Black Fund, who actually granted Black Mamas ATX with some funds for their nonprofit. And I was like, oh, if I ever find a mom, I will let them know about your program, because your program is awesome. They offer therapy and doula services and all kinds of things for moms. And then I ended up, becoming pregnant. I was like, oh, I think I'm going to use their service, and can't say enough about them. Colleen is an awesome woman just in general running the program, and just happy to be a part and partner with them. And as I said, just highlight moms.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of other people that are great to highlight, you're working with Terry. Terry is another monster out here that does a lot of social justice causes. Talk to us about the work that y'all are doing.
She is. I love Terry P. Mitchell. Shout out to Terry. She actually reached out to me to do the Black Fund, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 years ago when they first got it up off the ground. And ever since, it's just been a great relationship with her. If there's something new that's happening, she'll hit me up and let me know. She's introduced me to a lot of movers and shakers in the city. I was able to even highlight some people in Congress. And so it's awesome. Terry does an amazing job for the city of Austin. And I feel like she's kind of like a silent partner behind the scenes. But if you know Terry, you know that she is in beast mode for us all the time.
I want to be like Terry. She gets a lot done without being seen. That's what I aspire to do. I know she's gonna watch this, and I'm just telling you, Terry, you be getting shit done and we don't see you. And so that's what I aspire to be. Just Batman villain shit. You know what I'm saying? Pull the strings. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, Terry's that girl.
I also want to talk to you because we bumped into each other at some events. I've seen you in the mix trying to get your shot. Do you have a funny party story or anything that's happened where you're like, damn, they're making it hard for me to get my shot? Because I've seen you on a boat before, and it was raining, and you was like, dang, it's hard to get this shot. Do you have any stories that you'd like to share with the audience?
Yeah, we did see each other on the boat. That was kind of hard. It was raining that day. It was crazy. it was crazy, but you know, we had to make it work. But a funny story or a story that kind of was like, ooh, I was at a set establishment and they had a celebrity there.
Can you say the celebrity or no?
Can I say it? I'm not gonna say it because I don't know.
We won't do that.
Oh, I'm not gonna do too much. But the celebrity was cool. Like she was super cool, super pretty, like just dope energy. But her posture was a little OD. And so I was like, hey, if you could scoot just a little bit. He was like, I'm not moving. I said, oh, okay. I kind of got to get the shot if you don't. And so like we kind of had a little banter back and forth. And then finally I was like, it's just my job, man. I just need maybe about 10 seconds of her time. I can cut it up, make it look like it was 12 minutes. And so he finally moved, but it's a little difficult, I would say, being a woman in this industry, especially with me doing nightlife. I'm not, a broad man that can kind of command. So I'm barely 5 feet tall. People don't always take me serious, but I mean business when I got that camera for sure.
And AD, I'm gonna be honest with you, like even men photographers, it's just the photographer industry in general, they're kind of sight unseen. They want you to do your job sight unseen, right? Which is hard. Like I saw a video where Travis Scott snapped on a photographer for being on stage, but like he's trying to get a photo of you, my boy. So like it's a hard job, and that's why we wanted to have you on here. You're so good at it, you make it look effortless. If people want to book you for photo services, what's the Instagram or website or anything like that they can tap into?
Yeah, so they can. So my main Instagram is the Vibe Next Door, but my videography page is ad.filmedit. You can definitely hit me up on there in the DMs. I do have a rate sheet and things like that. It all really goes based off of what you're looking for. I do dinners, I do baby showers, I do club events. If some of you have seen stuff with museums, so I'm very vast, and I'm willing to work with people too. I know people want their special moments captured, so I'm all for a good cause. So just hit me up.
Hey, everybody clap it up for AD, man. I appreciate you coming by the show. Eventually, we're going to get you up here in person. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with our next guest, WFPN.
Bye. Thank you.